From the shimmering scales of a chameleon to the thick fur of an Arctic fox, animals have developed some truly amazing adaptations over millions of years. But what is an adaptation, and why do animals need them? And how have these adaptations enabled some species to not only survive but thrive in some of the most extreme environments on Earth? If you're ready to dive into the incredible world of animal adaptations, then let's get started. An adaptation is a trait that helps an organism survive and reproduce in its environment. It can be a physical feature, like the sharp beak of a hawk, or a behavior, like the way a bird builds a nest. But what makes a trait an adaptation? The answer lies in the idea of natural selection. This is the process where organisms with traits better suited to their environment are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass those traits on to their offspring. Over time, these beneficial traits become more common in the population, leading to adaptations. For example, a group of birds living in an area with lots of trees might develop stronger beaks for cracking nuts that other birds coax in open. It's important to note that adaptations don't happen overnight. They're the result of small changes accumulating over many generations. And it's this constant process of adapting that allows species to thrive in a wide range of environments, from the bustling rainforests to the vast open grasslands. Each environment presents its own set of challenges and opportunities, leading to a diversity of adaptations. In the dense rainforest where sunlight is scarce, we find plants with large, broad leaves that form a dense canopy, capturing every bit of light they can. Meanwhile, animals have developed keen eyesight to spot prey or predators in the dim light. On the sun-baked African savanna, adaptations take on a different form. Plants like the acacia tree have deep roots that tap into underground water sources, while giraffes have long necks that allow them to browse on the leaves of trees, minimizing competition for food. These are just a few examples of how life adapts to its environment. But what about animals that live in extreme environments? How do they adapt to conditions that seem too harsh for life? To understand how animals adapt to extreme environments, let's first consider what makes an environment extreme. We often think of extremes in terms of temperature, like the scorching desert or the freezing Arctic, but extremes can also refer to other factors such as salinity, altitude, and pressure. For instance, the Dead Sea with its high salt concentration, or at the top of Mount Everest with its thin air. Take, for example, the desert kangaroo rat, a small rodent found in the arid regions of North America. The kangaroo rat has several remarkable adaptations that enable it to survive in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. One of the most striking is its ability to extract all the water it needs from the food it eats. In a desert where water is scarce, this adaptation is crucial. The kangaroo rat's kidneys play a vital role in this process. They produce a hormone called vasopressin, which tells the body to reabsorb water from its urine. Unlike most rats, the kangaroo rat doesn't need to drink water separately, enabling it to survive for its entire life without drinking. Another adaptation that helps the kangaroo rat survive is its nocturnal lifestyle. By being active at night when temperatures are cooler, the kangaroo rat avoids the scorching daytime heat and conserves water by reducing the amount of time it spends searching for food. The kangaroo rat's diet also reflects its desert habitat. It primarily eats seeds, which are a great source of water and nutrients. Its strong, constantly gnawing teeth help in cracking open seeds, and its cheek pouches allow it to carry seeds back to its burrow. In stark contrast to the desert, we have the Arctic fox, a small mammal that thrives in the frigid climate of the northernmost regions of the globe. The Arctic fox has a thick, white coat of fur in the winter that acts as insulation, helping it to maintain a body temperature of around 39 degrees Celsius, even in sub-freezing temperatures. This fur also helps camouflage the fox, making it harder for predators like wolves and polar bears to spot it. Another adaptation that helps the Arctic fox survive the harsh Arctic conditions is its ability to switch its fur color twice a year. In the summer, the fur becomes brownish-gray, which helps it blend in with the rocks and soil. This camouflage is particularly useful when the Arctic fox is hunting for lemmings, its primary food source. Moving from land to sea, let's look at the sperm whale, a gigantic mammal that makes its home in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. Sperm whales have several adaptations that allow them to survive in this extreme environment. One of the most important is their massive size, growing up to 60 feet long and weighing over 40 tons. Sperm whales are the largest toothed predators on the planet. Their enormous bodies allow them to dive to great depths in search of food and to travel long distances without needing to surface. Sperm whales also have a special adaptation to cope with the immense pressure at these depths. Their eyes have evolved to be practically blind, but this doesn't mean they're helpless. Instead, they have developed an acute sense of hearing that allows them to navigate in the dark depths and communicate with each other using clicks, whistles, and pulses. These are just a few examples of the incredible adaptations that allow animals to survive in extreme environments. Each of these creatures has developed a unique set of traits that enable them to thrive. in conditions that would be unbearable for most other animals. But what makes these adaptations even more remarkable is the sheer variety of strategies employed. From extracting water from food to thick insulating fur, from nocturnal habits to echolocation. These animals show us the boundless creativity of nature in the face of adversity. However, it's not just about physical adaptations. Animals also exhibit remarkable behavioral adaptations that allow them to survive in extreme environments. Take the gray wolf as an example. Wolves are highly social animals who live and hunt in packs, which allows them to take down larger prey than they could if they were alone. This behavior is an adaptation that increases their chances of survival in areas where food might be scarce. Similarly, bees have developed complex communication systems that allow them to tell their nestmates about the location of food sources. This behavior ensures that the colony has a steady supply of food and can survive even when there are no flowers nearby. So when we talk about adaptations, it's important to remember that they come in all shapes and sizes, from the physical features we can see to the behaviors we can observe. And these adaptations don't just help animals survive, they allow them to thrive. They enable them to find food, avoid predators, reproduce, and pass on their genes. They are the key to understanding why some animals can survive in places that seem inhospitable, and how life can flourish even in the most challenging environments. As we conclude our exploration of animal adaptations, it's crucial to consider the challenges posed by climate change. Our planet's changing climate is already affecting the distribution and abundance of many species, forcing them to adapt or face extinction. For example, rising temperatures are causing many animals to move toward the poles in search of cooler climates, while rising sea levels are threatening to wipe out entire populations that live in coastal areas. As the climate continues to change, we can expect to see new adaptations evolve in response to these challenges. Already, we're seeing some species developing the ability to survive in warmer or wetter conditions than their ancestors could. But these adaptations won't happen overnight and won't necessarily keep pace with the rapid changes in our climate. That's why it's so important that we take action to address climate change and protect biodiversity. By conserving habitats and reducing our own impact on the environment, we can give animals the time and space they need to adapt and continue thriving on our planet. The animal kingdom is a testament to the power of adaptation. From the smallest insect to the largest whale, every creature has developed unique traits that allow it to survive in its environment. These adaptations are not just fascinating to learn about. They're essential for the survival of species and the balance of our ecosystems. As we continue to explore and understand the natural world, we'll undoubtedly discover even more amazing adaptations that allow animals to thrive. So keep your eyes open and your mind curious, because you never know what incredible adaptations you might uncover next.